Hello, viewers. I'm SB.
And I'm Amabel.
And
Rah! That was a yeah, like that.
like that, yeah. Amabel, my mightiest ally. Welcome back to Godzilla Voxel Wars, where probably, one could have figured out a solution to this puzzle before coming back here. But I have not done that. So now here we are. Alright. This is tricky. We only have 2 turns to get maximum points. We need to do a double damage Ghidorah strike over here to clear the first row of the first row of buildings. Then we need to push these containers into these buildings. Then push the containers again. Then push the containers a third time to hit those buildings.
And then there's buildings on the other side.
And then also there's all this shit. So I honestly have no idea how we're supposed to do this fast enough. It does not seem even remotely possible to me.
I do think pushing Godzilla to double his damage is the right first move.
Yeah, well, I think it's necessary for sure. And then with this, we create ourselves a little friend who can push you forward. We get that clearance. And then we have the resources for an egg. And like a huge problem here too with all this pushing is that after we perform the first push and break all the buildings, there's going to be a Ghidorah in the space that we need to execute the second push from. Right? So then we also need to
the containers won't be in the... Okay.
No, they'll slam into the buildings and not enter the spaces. So it's pretty bad, actually. I guess there's no harm in spawning this one here. And then... Alright. We can use a manila to clear out... So like, just bear with me for a second here.
Okay.
If we do something like this... Right, get the resources for another one of these. Then we can do one of these attacks, spawn a manila to clear the Ghidorah out of the way, thus allowing us to perform the push what must be performed. But then we need to spawn another Ghidorah here. And we can do that, but we certainly can't do it this turn. Take this, a building. Yeah. Really jazzing it up. And that is, of course, to say nothing about, like, all the damage we're going to need over here.
Yeah.
It is a very troubling situation. So at this point, it only takes a single Ghidorah strike to clear the rest of that. This manila can just help push this guy out into a more useful... still not actually useful, though. A more useful space, but not useful enough.
Well, he can be pushed twice, though, can he?
Nope. See?
Yeah, if you move him in front of that manila...
Then he's not going to be able to attack anything.
Oh, right, because he does the attack on
Yep.
at the end of his turn. Right.
And spending as we have, we are not going to be able to hire any new monsters on. So, like, yeah, it's just not at all clear to me how we would get this done anywhere near fast enough.
Can you go back to that second turn? Okay, what if you spawn the Manila in front of that Ghidra in the same line as that yellow building, and you push at the container? Does that... No, that doesn't... Never mind. That's a dumb idea. I'm trying to think of a way to disrupt the 3 containers in a row so you can get a Ghidra on the other side, like...
Yeah.
In a space.
Well, so let's take it back to the beginning.
Okay.
This Ghidra has to get pushed 1 space forward. I'm trying to figure out a way that we don't leave the Manillas so far behind, but I don't really think there is one. Like, this Ghidra has to be... This Godzilla has to be pushed to space before moving, as does this Ghidra. And there's no way to do that except, like, one of the pushes has to happen right here. It has to, because Godzilla's against that surface.
Yeah, I think this is correct. What you have here is right.
You say that, but
I don't know where we go for... Yeah.
So... I mean, I could push this Ghidra, make it over to here, do 2 damage to everything to allow me to do 1 damage to everything next turn, and open this up, and then Godzilla gets pushed and clears that out. And that gets us 4 red, a blue, and a green, which does not allow us to accomplish a goddamn thing.
But it... Can you... No,
It feels like... It feels like...
Okay, can you try using a Manila spawned off the Ghidra to push him down to the same row Godzilla's in and have Ghidra move forward? Just go with me here for a minute.
Okay.
So then Ghidra goes up and takes out buildings.
Right.
And now you do 3 Ghidra eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, this might in fact be the thing. Do we just, like, chain them here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
It was a little tricky. Yeah, okay. So that lets this guy participate in the level. Right? Because this is an important...
Sick, cool. He likes doing that.
You gotta psych yourself up. Ghidra, psych yourself up. And Ghidra's like, ah, fuck this mountain. Ah! Right?
Yeah.
I've never seen...
Right,
that's how these Godzilla films go. We can use you to get the double attack. And the thing is, we don't need any more double attacks.
Okay.
But we do need here to spawn one of these guys to push you out of the way so that you can run over here, do this thing, and then we have just enough to spawn the Ghidra right in front of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a mighty ally.
The thing about Ghidra that's the mightiest of all the things about Ghidra is that there's 5 of him.
Or 15, depending on how you count.
Yeah, you thought there were 3, but in fact there are 15. Okay, and that's unlocks the ability to do the backside levels. So yeah, the way that was breaking down, because of the position of like the wall of 3 buildings and the wall of shipping containers, it was like we had to break down the attacks in a very particular way by turn. And I think we both sort of got there.
Yeah, I think we did a good job working together on that one.
Fear of scissors. Oh no, Amabel! It's Captain Scissors.
I still can't tell who it is.
It's Johnny Scissors. Oh no! Look out for the mighty parasitized Abira.
Oh, it's a bit okay. He's a lobster monster.
Ah, okay.
It's a little hard to tell here.
It is. Yeah, that's.
Especially Godzilla vs. Ibira is probably one of my favorite Godzilla films.
Okay.
Because it's really just done as like an espionage, like a light espionage spy thriller film. The director had done a lot of spy parody films, and that was his first time, I believe, with the Godzilla series.
Okay.
And it was originally written to be a King Kong movie because Toho did do a few King Kong movies, which is why it takes place on like a South Pacific island instead of like in Japan itself. And then they just didn't. The King Kong people were like, we don't want you to do this again, and so they just turned into a Godzilla film.
Harsh words from the King Kong people.
And so Godzilla fights Ibira, Terror of the Deep.
Okay.
Who spends most of his time in the water.
Well, I mean, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So Ibira's thing is he's got the standard 1 damage and push twice.
Okay.
So we have a Rodan available to us. It's not clear to me yet where we want to use this Rodan. What seems obvious to me is run Godzilla over here, clear this guy and that nest, and then we can use Biolante to pull this guy just into the lava, right?
Okay.
But that doesn't leave me with very much damage being done to parasitized Ibira. And it doesn't really leave me with any value for Rodan. Like, I could spawn the Rodan right here and just do a push. Oh, that's right. Rodan's attack doesn't hit the whole area. It just hits. I guess we can Rodan here. This is gonna. I'm gonna let
him into that building.
Yeah, let Godzilla take a damage here, but like I don't think it's horrible. Godzilla's tough. He's resilient. The question is like, now what do we do about all these buildings? I guess this Ibira pushed Godzilla into a position where he can hit this building, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to move you to here, where you will pull Rodan 1 tile closer. So Rodan can shove this guy onto the spawner.
Okay. Oh, that's smart.
So I'm about to say a thing, and I wanna like just do a little preface here, so that people don't misunderstand me.
All right.
this thing where like we just aren't given all the information that we would need to be able to like calculate an ending position. But we can kind of get there through just playing the kinds of moves that are the right kinds of moves. Reminds me a lot of Go, or at least the way I play Go,
Okay.
Which is, I think, very aesthetics based. I am making moves that feel a certain way rather than moves that I have like done all the math on. You know, I don't know for sure where the ladder is going to end. I try to feel it. And to be clear, I'm quite bad at Go.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this is the strategy that made me a grand champion or anything, but it feels that way. Okay, so we got a friend. Our friend is made of double blue, and obviously on this turn we will simply be gaining ourselves double blue. And then I think we need to make this happen so that we have an exit next turn. What do you think they make these shipping containers out of? Because they do seem to be literally invulnerable.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is problematic. No, it's not. What am I talking about? I'm dumb. This is a matter of good lobster math. 2 damage per strike on the proximal target, provided that you've got the push lined up. He does in fact do 4 and 2. You just got to know your lobster math. Definitely one of my favorite of our allies so far, although I will say, you know, it's going to be hard to beat Anguirus, who is basically an Ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
That's a strong position with me. That carries a lot of water.
And then Kyrus is really dumb too. I think that really has a lot of charm to it.
Okay, I thought.
No, like he's a big dumb guy. That's fun.
How do we want to do this? Do I just... Because like we wanna hit this with one of our 2 monsters, giving us the plant food. Then we Volante right here, bring this guy over to where his attack will do some good. And I guess at this point just hit him in the back. Now he'll clear the building for us.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry, I clicked outside the window there. Okay, and then, so you have a lot of HP. Well, if I pull you onto the spawner, yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Now I would have to spend all of my attacks killing him, right?
Yeah, and then
Somebody's got to finish off the Fungirus. Yeah, I would have to hit you for 5 from here, which I can just barely do. But you do have a really large amount of health. Way too much, in fact.
Okay, and the Violante can only move right to space right below the spawning point. Yeah.
There's not going to be a way for me to... Yeah, let me try something here. Let me go way back.
Okay.
Because we actually can kill that thing on the first turn while still destroying the building. If we have the lobster do the job. Right? Lobster math is superior math. And then with the lobster all the way over here, it's much easier for us to like grab this dude to that location and do more damage to him. Although this is going to kill Violante.
Yeah, but it does 4 damage and then goes... Oh, but then...
Yeah.
Godzilla would do 2 damage.
I think what Godzilla does is move right here and just eat shit. Because this thing will damage itself for 1 on the charge, and then it'll block the other one.
Got it. Yeah. That's bad for Godzilla though, getting hit in the rear. Because I don't know if you know this.
As we well know, this is a very dangerous point for him.
Godzilla has 2 brains, as established in Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. I believe Mechagodzilla 2. Godzilla has a second brain, a hind brain, and if you hit him there, then he dies for good. Which means, sadly, despite being a trans icon, beloved by all queer trans girls, Godzilla cannot bottom. He will die.
Okay. The connection between those things is dubious at best.
I talked too many. Okay. No, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so we can... Let's see here. Really obviously, we can push this guy up to here, block a spawn, do some damage to a building, and die, right? That seems very productive. And then lobster math allows us to just dome this dude for 4. Or sorry, it doesn't. The building disintegrates between strikes. I thought I didn't...
But that does get rid of that building.
Yeah, him being alive is a little bit less exciting. And we're not blocking any spawns or anything here, which makes me a little nervous, but...
Yeah.
I guess it causes him to deal the final point of damage to the building, and we'll see if we can make that up. I don't like it when the enemy lives. Okay.
But we have a Rodan or a Manila, or 2 Manilas or 2 Rodans.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna want to move. Oh no. I need you to have more movement, Ibira. Ibira right here does some good solid work, right?
A Rodan could push.
Yeah.
Ibira.
So I think we want to run up here and chomp this. So that's 3 pushers. If we spawn 1 here to push you, Have you step forward. Get ferocious there. Then spawn a Rodan here to deliver that guy, and a Rodan here to deliver that guy. I think that cleans everything up.
Think so, yeah. Excellently done, sweetheart. You know, the fact that you do have to kind of... You're not given the information to puzzle effectively, and you have to kind of grope for it, feel for it. You're doing very well for that. I would have a lot more trouble because, like, I don't know what's going to happen. And because there are puzzles with design solutions in this way, that'd be a lot more frustrating for me. Whoa.
Okay, we got some kind of fungus barrier. Talk to me about a fungus barrier. Barriers provide single-use protection from any kind of attack. Units protected by a barrier do not take damage. Barriers break after being hit. Okay. So we can safely push you up one and let you spend your attack on this barriered structure, which it seems like we must do. All right, a pretty straightforward turn in which we could do essentially nothing else. And let's break every barrier on the stage. So the first attack would break the barrier either way, with or without the buff. But the attack doesn't clear the building unless we're buffed.
What a buff lobster.
To say nothing of how powerful he would be if he got a hold of a magnet. Gosh, can you imagine?
I feel like that's a reference to something you showed me before, but I have forgotten.
Look who it is!
Yay!
It's our buddy and friend to children everywhere, Godzilla.
Godzilla is sometimes a friend. It's a very interesting evolution across the course of the films.
Yep, interesting is the word for it.
Which I think I mentioned during like the first run through of episodes, so I'm not going to repeat it here.
All right, let's see here. How do we want to do this? So that's a Mothra egg. I think I want to go here. Let's just knock this building out. We can... Well... I guess what I can do is this. Remember, Mechagodzilla's missile attack does push him back as well. And then with a Rodan, we can shove this guy into Barrier Town where he can absorb some damage for us. And we'll throw it on this egg as well because we're going to need it. So now we can move Mechagodzilla to here, break that barrier, and with the knockback, clear that nest over there. Godzilla's going to need a little bit of help clearing the barrier off of the back structure here. And with all of them debarriered, We just drop a shot on the gas tank. Beautiful. Easy.
It's very satisfying the way they work together. You know, once you get into some of the later Godzilla films where you have like 3 or 4 monsters in the film, you tend to have like little tag team matches, and having them do team up moves together are pretty fun.
Yep, that's definitely like some of the best stuff.
Yeah.
I love when they
they
combine their powers to do the cool kung fu, the cool Mortal Kombat fatalities.
You know what I really like is the game Chrono Trigger and the dual and triple text.
Okay, sure.
I wish there were more games that did that. Did like a series of cool team up moves for your characters.
Sure, I can see that.
I understand why they don't, because when I was working on my well, there's that. But when I was working on my kaiju board game, I initially had the idea of, well, each monster is going to have a team up move with every other monster, but I had 15 monsters, and that's a lot of. It was too much work.
Trying to figure out how I want to deal with this thing.
Yeah.
I guess like the answer, the easy answer is I can kill it by just smashing it with the ice block, right?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if there is a way to run over here, G-power myself, and still get that kill. And I think the answer is no. I think Godzilla's 2 base damage is too critical in this situation where we can't get the lobster. The only thing we'd be able to put together is Biolante. And I don't think he's quite up to the task.
Okay. That's kind of rude, but all right.
All right. Cleared an enemy. Now, the downside here, obviously, is that this means I haven't made a lot of headway on getting out into the rest of the map.
It does feel like an obvious move, yeah, is to...
Yeah, break this, and then that way Godzilla clears this thing, and then we have a bunch of summon magics. So, this should work, right? And then he'll end up pushed behind the ice block from the second attack. And that's still like we can... Oh, right, the plant guy doesn't get to move. Shoot. I was gonna have him run around back here and pull this guy. I mean, I guess the attack order will handle it.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't need to spawn him at all.
That feels bad, though.
Maybe. We need to keep the G-power for maximum score.
Yeah, or maybe you need to spawn him this turn.
Let's see what happens.
So that he can move next turn.
Oh, right. The thing won't spawn. The thing won't move.
Okay, well, that's not right.
Because it's barriered. So I need to spawn him here and pull this thing to break the barrier so that the ice block actually pushes.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, I keep clicking outside the window there. All right. Now we just have one enemy left, who is a huge pain in the ass. So you can... Not quite. We could use Pilante to move Ibira one space so that Ibira can make it over here, break the barrier, and then get the push. And then you can run up here and give your parent... I've already forgotten.
Yeah, no, that's a dad situation.
It's perfect. It's the perfect video game. I love the dramatic zoom in on Godzilla's goofy face.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I gotta say, we are tearing through the back half of World 4 here. It is definitely making me worried. Like, I feel like the stumper's coming. Okay, 2 turns. So, killing you is not as much fun as moving you over slightly, but
Yeah.
I don't actually have the ability to do that easily. I guess, okay, here's the thing I can do.
Okay.
We can shatter the barrier here, then use Godzilla's 2 damage to clear this building, letting us spawn a sick Anguirus. There
The
we
best
go.
kind of Anguirus.
Well, the only kind, really. This is their secret, Amabel. They're always sick. Okay. So both of these buildings are currently barriered, so we're not too worried about their actual health. How am I going to do this, though? I guess, here, we want to spawn crab. Or lobster. Do some quick lobster math. Get everybody down to 1. Then, we want to clear this building out. Oh, it's not quite going to work, though, because I can't spawn... Shit. Fuck.
Yeah, we're a little bit off here.
Yeah, Ghidorah here wins us the match. And there's no way to get enough, yeah, there's no way to get enough power without moving everybody away. Okay, what if instead yeah, how are we going to keep somebody in position to spawn Ghidorah?
Okay, move the Anguirus to attack the barrier.
Okay.
Move the Manila to boost Godzilla so that he's next to that space you need to spawn the Ghidorah on.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Godzilla grabs the report.
Which I literally did not see. Good idea. Good point that there's a hint that you need to have somebody stand up here, and then then this. But wait, now I need to spawn my lizard. Hold on.
Okay.
I need to have done this first.
Okay. Gotcha.
All the rest of that is right.
I helped.
We just need
so helpful.
We just need enough lobster. I mean, you didn't help. You solved it. That's all. This is all you.
This is collaborative, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck everything. I do love Ghidra. And I'm not afraid to say it. The fungoids mentioned in the first Mars expedition documents were no larger than a dog. How did they get so massive on Earth? Well, the problem is they were always massive, but we were looking at them on Mars, and that far away they seemed, it's just perspective.
Right.
Ice cannon. Okay.
Okay, well, it seems like there's an obvious first move here.
Where do I want to throw the shot from? I guess there's no reason not to stand here. If I stand here, the only space I can summon the Mothra into is there, and standing here I can do that, but also other spots. So this Mothra goes here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna work?
Maybe.
Because we can get the Abira around the corner here to tear this up, and then we need to.
You need to do the Mothra first
Yeah.
to get the barrier off.
And Godzilla, yeah, unfortunately, this is what I was worried about. It's like, hey, Godzilla can't even get over there, but it
Okay,
looks like he's not going to, right? He's not going to need to.
Oh yeah. Okay, that worked.
You had some other plan?
No, that did it. That worked. I forgot Manila to push the cube.
All right, let's see the final boss fight of World 4. Charge impact very hard. Well, here you go. We get the cool dramatic music for this one. Oh, that's a lot of nests. Holy hell, that's a lot of nests. Once again, 5 turns. Jeez. Once again, pulling just so much from Into the Breach.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Into the Breach is fucking great. So, deals area damage and knockback, also deals 1 damage to self. I don't like. I wanna step here and do this, right? We spawn ourselves a Manila, and we use the Manila to push this guy 1 space because I want to not break the barriers on these buildings yet. I want the boss to be able to hit the buildings to hit the stuff behind them. Right? So they need to maintain their barriers until that happens. Because otherwise we don't really have a great way of working on the buildings, the nests behind the buildings.
Right.
Okay, I am ready to wager that was the 100% correct first turn. Now, we're going to need to double the boss's damage output.
Okay.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, I want to have the boss attacking the area here is 8 tiles wide. So we want to make sure the boss is attacking in a place where we can clean everything up in 3. I think that works out just fine if the boss attacks here. Right? So we don't have to get any fancier than that. So let's just go ahead and push you over there. Enough damage to knock down the buildings behind the nests behind the buildings, and then we just block and destroy a random thing here, and this is going to give us a ton of G power. Okay, and we can still clear the rest of the stuff in 2 boss attacks, provided we get the boss to attack like here and here. But that's a tall order. All right, if I spawn... So the first thing I'm thinking is if I spawn a Bira right here and I attack, we get the smash and we still get the push afterward.
Okay. That makes sense to me.
Do I need to do more damage? Like, do we want to try to arrange a double attack or something first? I think the answer is no.
I don't really see how to do that efficiently either.
That Rhinocerum Omega, that's unacceptable. No, that's a huge problem. We definitely can't have one of those spawning. And still, like, clear the level in time. So this has to get blocked.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure on our methodology for that. Like, this guy would have to get pushed in relevant directions twice before moving. Or... no, not or anything, right?
Yeah.
All right, so if what we're thinking is this... You really want to push him over 2 more times?
Yeah. You can spawn a second Ibera, but
That's not very good.
it's not going to be helpful. Yeah.
So when we move something stompy next to the house is when the room shakes.
Okay.
That's very cute.
A Manila, I guess?
Yeah, but this means that this is not... I don't think this is good.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree, but
Maybe... Hold on. Is there a way to get this... No, probably not. Hold on, let me... All right, we never had a better position for this guy. What I'm just thinking is that our lives would be a lot easier if the charge that destroyed the first set of like office buildings here destroyed these 3 tiles instead of these 3, because then we wouldn't have to push this guy to the side so far.
yeah.
But I don't think that's actually doable. I guess, okay, so one thing we can do is have Godzilla end his turn here instead.
Okay.
That way he can block the big monster.
Okay.
I don't love that. That's going to end up being wrong, I'm sure of it. Like, this feels terrible.
Yeah.
And this push being any good requires the lobster. It's something... I don't know. We can't do it that way. This position is actually really important. Blocking the spawn is too valuable. Yeah, just protecting this building is proving to be extremely difficult is all.
What does the renouncer room do again?
The what? This.
Oh, this. Okay. Oh, then we need a second one of those.
I mean, my plan was to just manipulate this one back across the board, but I guess it's gonna have to be the second because there's no way to do this otherwise. But I don't know how we're gonna generate enough damage quickly enough to kill the other one. I do not like it.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand. It's not ideal.
I guess that gives you one, and then we... Trying to figure out where we're spawning the other stuff.
Yeah.
There's not really anywhere that we can get more blocks. And that's a concern. Alright. So that's going to get you a kill. We do have to just push you one more time. I don't think there's any way around that. And then... I probably have to put the other Manila down, but I don't know where. Being unable to block this really sucks.
Yeah. I mean, maybe spawn the Manila off of the other Manila hasn't moved yet. Is the thing that gets me.
Yeah, it feels like there should be somewhere where we can do these things where it will make sense, but I really don't think so. Somewhere where we can do these things where it feels more consequential. There's no way to block both of the spawns, which is what I would want to do. If I put... No. Yeah, there's not really a way to... All there is to do is just to put it down and end the turn, I think.
Yeah, and we'll...
Don't love that.
I'm sure they'll show us what the mistake was.
Yeah.
Early the next turn. Which is a little irritating.
Blocking as best we can. So this is fine, and we do want it to happen. We don't have to kill this guy this turn.
Yeah.
How are we killing you? So this guy with only 1 health can just be like harmlessly bounced off that barrier.
Yeah.
I can't use this guy to break that barrier because the rhinoceros will then destroy the building. So what we have to do is we have to just run somebody over here, get the job done, and then use one of you just to get him clear.
Okay.
And next turn, all we have to do is 8 damage to this guy and also clear this building.
Okay, yeah.
No big deal.
Easy peasy.
Sorry, he's going to take 1 damage from this charge and 1 damage from his next charge. So we do only actually have to hit him for 6. Which is significant. There's a big difference, actually. So if I go like this... Oh, no, wait, that pushes you. Damn it. Yeah, there's no way to buff you up.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Because we can do 4 damage very easily here. I need Godzilla to knock down this 3-story building. So this has got to be a, you know, a vanilla push into... Godzilla would do 4 damage plus push, which is almost enough by itself. If we attack him here for 4, he's going to go down to 3 right now.
Can you do me a favor? Can you move the Manila out of the way of the boss real quick so I can just move him like next to the Godzilla?
Well, the boss is just going to run to the end and not do any damage.
Okay, yeah, I just
It would do the damage out here. So like if we
Okay.
go, you stop here. Use you to do that. And then you stop here. That is unfortunately 1 too much. He will not currently die on his attack. And I can't use this Manila to finish the job because I need this Manila to power up Godzilla so that Godzilla can actually do 4 damage.
Right.
Is there a different way to do this? Oops, that's not. Didn't mean to go back that far.
No, I think it's right up to that point.
It feels so wrong to be taking time, you know?
Yeah.
Units that are not doing their full efficiency of actions, their full grip, really makes me nervous. So... we can only do 3 damage with a Godzilla push, or 5 damage with a Godzilla push, provided that we take the buff. 5 damage, notably not the 6 that we need. And like it could be the Abira who comes down here and gets the nest cleared, and that would be fine. It doesn't matter who it is. We just need somebody. We don't have like convenient pushes or anything. Yeah, like, and this guy being all the way over here feels screwed up, and something is not right with the way I did this.
Okay, if you use the Manila to attack the boss, it's going to do a damage to the boss from the
push.
Into the,
yep.
Yeah. Then you move the Abira down and double hit.
I can't.
Yeah, no,
if I move him down, he attacks then.
Right.
This must just be slightly wrong. This setup is wrong.
Yeah. I thought that other Manila is too far away.
Yeah, I agree.
If that other Manila, no, can't. If that other Manila is not above that monster when it attacks, but to the other side of it, is one square closer.
Yeah, but it doesn't kill the enemy then. And then that's another problem we have.
Right. I'm sorry. No, that's...
We could bring the Godzilla down here. Have the Godzilla... No, never mind. I don't know. This is a little frustrating. I felt like we were really flying through these before, but this one feels very difficult. So if I move you back to here and we give Godzilla a push, then Godzilla can kill this thing. And then you can run over here because somebody's going to have to rescue this Godzilla. Okay, see, that's a much different...
Okay.
That's so different of a move that it changes, like, absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So... Can we make this work? So the Abira needs to be charged up and used to kill this building. Because the building's got to go. And then the question is, can we clear the boss with the resources we have left? So you're going to do 4 damage when you attack, bringing him down to 3.
It could be 6 if you knock him into the Manila, right?
No.
Oh, right, no, because he only knocks it once. It's a bear that does it twice, right? There's only 1 extra damage, and that's just 5 damage.
It would be enough to do 5 damage to him if we could get him to stop his attack earlier. Like, if Godzilla hits him from this side instead.
Okay.
Oops, no, that's not. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself clicking.
Godzilla, what are you doing?
He's lost his damn mind. No, this is actually it's really awkward to set up. If we push you to here... We're so short. We're so a single move short. If there's a way to manipulate the boss to move differently on the boss's last turn, it would solve everything. And unfortunately, there's just no way to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is frustrating. He'll be dead, but he is going to take out 5 points worth of buildings. Failed indeed. This is a tough one.
This is a tough one, yeah.
I thought for sure we were going to roll this over. And then... yeah, like, we have to discuss whether or not we wanted to start the next area before into the episode. And instead, we have been trapped here with these goddamned... what do you call them?
Fungus?
These goddamn rhinoceroses.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you say? You want to come back to this next time?
Yeah, we can do that.
Have a little bit of a think on it. I think that's gonna
yeah.
That's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Especially those of you who saw the answer and didn't type or yell anything rude at your screens. When you come back next time, of course we will resolve this. Of course, we will show these rhinoceroses who is the bosses. It's us, the two of both of us is the bosses. And then we will move on to hopefully seeing yet another new monster. Let's see if the game still has any surprises left in store for us. So come back.
I want to see Geigen so much.
Okay. Come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.
It better have